And roll it over here because I love the BGM. Salutations, class, and welcome back. It's Pokemon Day again, as usual. I hope you all had a wonderful rest on Sunday. We'll have mostly the same week this week, too. A warm welcome to Melius, and Avid, and James. Yes, indeed, it was a wonderful burger time. Adjust that mic gain because it does seem like it's a little louder than usual, but we'll get into the hang of it. So, where we last left off, we had our battle versus N, and managed to go ahead and catch, Zekrom immediately afterwards. This does leave us with the opportunity to go catch Kyurem now, which I know would be our first priority. Right, is it gonna stop me cause my party... yeah. So why do they let you do that? I forget, did they actually change things around in the newer games? I feel like they should have, if they didn't already reduce it to just moving Pokemon around. A little uncertain on the schedule this week. I know we will absolutely be playing more MechWarrior. I've been thinking about booting up another Dead Cells run. I've been talking about that game recently with another friend of mine, and I've been in the mood to play it again. Wednesday and Friday will continue to be the usual Hades and Guilty Gear. Thursday and Tuesday, though, not sure yet on Dead Cells or MechWarrior for each day. One of these days, you will play it. Now that we're here, I don't think we require any HMs to reach Kyurem, so... bring the usual party along. Dead Cells is still my absolute favorite game of all time, and since I have been back on a roguelike binge, I've had a few times where I've decided to go ahead and play that for a little refresher. Found a new favorite build. Burger Knight would be good. Unfortunately, Burger has already been defeated. How are we? I always forget the route that we go through here. And welcome, Usagi. I'm quite certain everyone is already following you in this chat, but just in case. Usagi here. We'll be doing a stream tomorrow morning. And, well... knowing a lot of the fans I attract, it will definitely be right up a lot of y'all's alley. So that's something to look forward to. And welcome to Kayla. Ah yes, the ever so unhealthy but entirely necessary soda to complement any burger, so we will be waiting a little bit to get into our usual spot of tea. I love seeing y'all here. It's so heartwarming. I will love that game, it's very funny. Well, we'll see you when you start streaming it. And thank you for, compensating for the time zone change. I will make sure to be there. Well, now the mic is too quiet. Okay, now it's too loud. There's a sweet spot to look for. One where the sibilance doesn't end up being so much of a problem. But I would hope I'm still entirely audible. It's funny, I have to, change my mic settings so very often. Because where it is right here, it's kind of in the way. At least for my usual fidgeting and improper posture off stream. Right, head through here, and then it's at the back that we go. I don't think Avid streams, but a follow will still be very lovely regardless. That at least gets you the notifications if they ever decide to start. Yeah, the techno. It's a classic. Ooh, you know what? I wouldn't mind... You know, maybe I'll save it for November, but I wouldn't mind starting a playthrough of, Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. That game is an absolute classic. Your computer and internet are ass. Definitely one of the biggest barriers to streaming. And there you are right now. I just realized we came here without the Among Us that's supposed to be the Pokemon we literally bred for this kind of issue. No matter, I think we'll get you low enough anyway. I did, Sai. Did you enjoy your Pokemon Unite? You know, Kyurem's liable to survive one of these. Let's give it a try. Ah, Usagi, yeah. Usagi will be doing a stream tomorrow morning, actually. 10 a.m. for me. So that would be, well, 10 a.m. CST. I think the information's on his Twitter. Oh, just popped in to say hi. Very delighted to see you. And yes, the burger was always wonderful. Might as well. I've actually been watching a few video essays lately, and there's, well, I always am, but there was one guy on, actually, nah, Kira might not survive an Aqua Jet, we'll hold off. There's one guy who's actually talking about, the DS era of Pokemon games. And, yeah, I still hold no doubt in my heart. This was the absolute peak that Pokemon ever had. Oh, wow! Hydrotter, you champion! Maybe I ought to leave you out to tank more damage here in a moment. But right now, we need to get a little bit more damage in there. And try to get a status condition on. Now, given that Kyurem is not one of the, title legendaries, I think Kyurem actually has that absurdly low catch rate of 3 out of 255. I will check Cerebi.net for that exact reason. We'll go for Sploof first because Sploof will probably be faster, and has a higher chance of buying free turns with the paralysis. Survey says... Yep, capture rate of 3, so this one's going to be difficult. Been up since 3:30. Hope you have a wonderful nap, Kayla. Sorry, Sploof, but we all have to do this. Now we go in for the last little bit of chip damage we need. Wow. only reason Kyurem didn't make it very well in competitive circles is because of the typing. Kyurem's stats, if I remember, should be absolutely insane. Yeah, 130 on both attack stats. That is wild. And relatively balanced defenses. I forget, did Kyurem also had a very high HP stat. And then actually with the Gene Splicer, it gets, well, even scarier attacking stats. Really, the only thing ever holding Kyurem back was the ice typing. Only if you can afford it, Avid. But you know, I would appreciate it, of course. So, Hydraughter did the best for actually living through a lot of this. We'll make sure to keep you revived and always in emergency reserve. I don't know if we have anyone that can literally just, stall and tank this ad infinitum. Aaron's at least doing an excellent job. But, you know, just because we get so much value out of this, might as well. Oh. You'd have it because it's the Prime sub. Well, what are you waiting on then? I'm obviously the one you're already watching most, right? Right? Okay, I did turn the glasses off. Kind of worried. Occasionally, I have let that bit go on for way too long. If only I had a steel type. A steel and water type would actually do very well for resisting Kyurem. Well, that's fair, Avid. In all honesty, you put that Twitch Prime sub wherever you like. Aaron's actually doing an excellent job tanking here. Tanking here. I will have cute emotes in time. I need to be able to commission them, though. Trust me, it's coming soon. Thank you, Avid. You know what? We have a lot of these. And they do have a, I think they got nerfed to a 3.5 multiplier in this game. The money's gonna come back around eventually, Avid. Indeed. I gotta find some folk to commission for, emotes, though. See, there's an interesting toss-up here. Either I commission a few from, very close friends I adore, or I try to find someone with a high profile to do it with, and then might be able to catch some side clout when they post the, stuff on Twitter, so on and so forth. Ah, so close. Got the little purple star indeed. Yeah, I think we might want to stick with the Dusk Balls because it has such a good chance versus Kyurem. And it sure looks like we're gonna need it. I'd actually love to commission some emotes from James. I'd have to think first. Also, don't know how, homogenized I'd want them to be. Like, if all the emotes, or at least the main ones that aren't supposed to be weird, like, meme images. Those, at least, would probably just be coming from, the same author. I don't think James does commissions. I feel like I have spoken with him, though, before. And he'd be interested in the idea. Or, wait, no, it was, with, thumbnail art. Which, actually, I'd love to commission that in the future. For certain games, of course. Other ones, I think it would be a lot, funnier, just putting the hair and the glasses on, say, the usual promotional art and such. Well, of course, Avid. Ooh, there we go. That wasn't so bad. This legendary ice Pokemon waits for a hero to fill in the missing parts of its body with truth or ideals. What a weird design, too. Little ice dragon that's got the little, plugs on the side. Xander! That was Kirim just now, right? So, that's the legendary Pokemon Team Plasma. Or should I say Dennis was using. Xander, you're amazing! You've met so many Pokemon. You showed Professor Juniper your Pokédex, didn't you? She told me about how happy she was. I'm sure she was. In Unova, actually, in the whole world, there's still many Pokemon that are waiting to meet you, though. Still, how many Pokemon could there be in all? I think I'll go back to Numeva Town and ask Professor Juniper. By this game, it was 649. Oh? What's that now? Oh, that was the DNA splicer. I wonder how that works, though. Yes, Avid, we refer to him exclusively as Dennis. That's his name. That's what they chant in the song. Well, that was a lot easier than anticipated. We do have quite a few other legendary Pokemon we could be catching, though. I wonder if we should try to hit up maybe a battle facility or two, just to shake things up. You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. But what else would we be going after? I think we can head back to the exit straight from this direction. I don't think we have any of those, one-way ledges to worry about. Head up here, and have another encounter, of course. It's weird that we can't find Thundurus and, Tornadus in this game. Wonder why that is. Also, looking back now, with the Kami trio, weren't Tornadus and Thundurus, version exclusive, right? Because I remember getting, white version, I believe. The one that had both Zekrom and Thundurus, and it's kind of interesting that they would double up on the electric types in that game. Out of the Kami trio, and the Truth Ideals trio. Well, for the same game, you'd be able to get both Thunderous and Zekrom. And knowing how much I love electric types, obviously that's the version I had to choose. Oh, what's different this time? Aww. Ah, fancy. Okay, we have one for the Zekrom fusion and for the Reshiram fusion. Oh, I miss this so much. You know what? Might as well. Give it a little bit of flair. With a serious nature, so one that doesn't make any stat changes. Often dozes off, so it has a high HP individual value. It's kind of funny that the signature attack they gave it has always been, well, honestly pretty weak. Low base power, and all it does is have a guaranteed speed drop. With a bold nature, which was actually kind of a miss for Zekrom. Because it's a physical attacker. But we're not getting into any competitive circles with this version of the game. You know, I know we're often carrying Brian around for the HM stuff, but I know Latios can also learn Fly and Surf, which would be pretty funny. You know what, let's change things up. Let's go ahead and bring along Sean for a venture. Actually, what are we looking at next? There are a few legendary Pokemon we can still find. And welcome, Stella. I will definitely take that hydration. Let's see, there should be... of course the search algorithm isn't working for me. Alright, fine. I'll navigate all the way down here to Black and White 2. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. Victini, Tornadus, Thunderous, and Landorus. All of those legendaries are not findable in Black and White 2. Hydrate before I dihydrate. Much appreciated. There we go. So we've caught the Musketeers, we've caught the Dragons, we caught Sean. Ooh, now we can actually catch the other region legendaries. Route 20. So that's where we gotta go. And there should be somewhere around here. There you are. Dragon for a dragon, grass for grass. Please sort this by number for me, because I know the HMs are going to be near the bottom. Really? I didn't know Usagi could learn Surf, of all things. Although your moveset already is pretty full. There's not much flexibility left on there. I actually feel like Latios could learn Waterfall too. Worth a look. Indeed. Alright. Well, we've got a complete package here. Kind of funny how we ended up using, well, a lot of very, very powerful Pokemon for the purpose of HMs. No sweat though. Routes 20, 22, 21. Wait, which one's 20? Is it not the one on the side here? I guess that still counts as marine tube, something like that. Or maybe... Oh, okay. Hold on. Look at this. We've got 19 and 20 all the way over here. And then it just goes from like 13, 14 to 21 right here. For what I remember, hold on. I need to look this up. I think that's part of the difference between Black and White 1 and 2. Of course, the music's going to stutter every time I tab back out. Okay, yeah. So, in Black and White 1, it was very different. Looking over here, we actually had it leading from Opelucid up into Victory Road. So there's a Route 10 here on that way, which... Wow, they added a lot of stuff in here, and apparently in 2 years, they completely changed the location of Victory Road. Since previously it was right here, and now we got it over here. Well, James, the route numbers usually follow a certain path. Like, obviously from, what was the beginning in the last game? We had 1, then 2, 3, they'll just count up. Then you get to Route 5 over here, because you're supposed to go clockwise around the center. It gets to Route 9, and then... Huh. Does this mean we don't have a Route 10 in this game? There might just not be a Route 10 whatsoever. Also, I'm guessing that's an indication that there's a, tunnel or a subway leading through here. Interesting to see. You know what? I want to check out to see if there is any way we can go north from here. Because Pokemon Black and White 2 might just outright not have a Route 10. And we did forget to heal our Pokemon when we made our last trip. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. Excuse me for a second. Still kind of stuffy. But it is the autumn, and this is always the most uncomfortable time of the year for me. So is there even... Aha! I'm guessing the construction signs never go away. Formerly the Battle House. Everyone's moved to the PWT. Figures. I wonder if that's also what will end up be, See, it was the Battle Subway previously, where we got in a lot of the, competitive style battles. Although it definitely seems like, they might have moved that to the PWT. I do, Kayla, and it doesn't help enough. I did some right before the stream, and it still hasn't helped. Alright, we got the whole squad then, so... Route 20 it is. Route 10 just flat out doesn't exist anymore. That's very, very different. I don't know why we got on the bike. Force of habit, I suppose. Oh, right. There's still quite a bit of exploration we haven't even done back here. I wonder if there... Right! We now actually have the ability to surf down through here. Might as well. Can't surf from here. See, I know we can go down there because we have that bit of, water acting up. Ah! From over here. This should work. What's been hiding from us this entire time? Ah! Glad to see a rare candy. Although we're kind of past the point where we're really needing those incremental level ups. I don't think there's any challenge left in the game that we're not leveled up enough for. Well, that kind of happened without my expectation. Ah, wait! That's another Gen 5 Pokemon we haven't caught yet. I think that's a very feasible goal, although we also did get rid of, the one Pokemon that had False Swipe for a situation exactly like this. Yeah, easy enough. It gently holds injured and weak Pokemon in its fins. Its special membrane heals their wounds. It's kind of funny, this always looked like it would have been, an evolution to Love Disc, which I think it might have originally been planned as such. As well as Bouffalant possibly, well, either being an homage to Tauros, or possibly being a planned evolution before they switched gears. Though, given that I've spent a lot more time focusing on a lot of the Gen 5 Pokemon being sort of an homage to a Gen 1 equivalent. I would genuinely believe it if Bouffalant was never actually planned to be an evolution of Tauros. It doesn't necessarily look bigger and better, it just looks kind of the same. It feels so nostalgic being back in here. When did we start this? It was, May or July, wasn't it? I think this was one of the last few streams I did on YouTube before switching over here to Twitch. Hold on, I gotta check this out. Our first episode is listed as 4 months ago, so that would have been June. Outstanding. I miss it. Well, not much to miss. We're already here doing this. Free space. Is this for, wait, we should have been using this the entire time. This is where we put all of our, absolute favorites. You know, that is a lot easier. Wonder what else we'd put in there. We do use the town map quite a bit, but not enough to necessitate putting it on one of those immediate binds. There's actually quite a few places around here that we haven't been to yet. I wonder if these are, wonder if these are just outside of range with a surf or two. I will take that posture check. And a very necessary stretch, thank you. I imagine it would have to do with a lot of surfing down here. So, be on our way. Huh. And what could we find around here? Double battles, but they're still from the, roster of relatively weak Pokemon around here, so nothing much to be a hassle with. But how do I get down there to find those items? Is it not in the redeem list? I shouldn't have taken it out of there. It should still be available. Huh. I think I turned it off again just because I was trying to get that done at the beginning of a stream, and ended up swapping things around. I see we still have the, Mech Warrior and Hades redeems on there. I might just leave them up. I've looked at a lot of, other streamer peers, and they just leave them up. Really? Is that it for what's... we got stuff down here. Okay. Here we are. Island caves. Familiar, aren't they? Especially that theme. Why, if it isn't Xander? That's someone with a Pokédex for you, noticing with a place like this. Still, this space. It's hard to put into words, but it feels full of something. Yeah, what are you three doing here? Yushi! Mesprit? And Azelf. And they're gone. Those three are Yushi, Mesprit, and Azelf. They're thought to be the Pokemon that give us knowledge, emotion, and willpower. Still, I wonder where those three went. Hey, Xander, look all over the Unova region and try to find them. With the Pokemon like Wiglet and regional forms, you think Pokemon Company is paying more attention to the relationships between Pokemon than what they did back then. Yeah, a lot of the old ones were kind of arbitrarily assigned, it feels like. Feels really, really peculiar to have Unova region music playing here. Wasn't there actually mention of there being a link to Unova from around here? Somewhere on the map. Yeah, the deepest part of the cave leads to the Sinnoh region, and that's actually where we just were. Because if we head back inside, it should lead us in there. Yeah, this is the Cave of Being. They say the deepest part of the cave leads to the Sinnoh region. Now, I know they don't have the they don't actually have the Sinnoh region in here, but what deepest part of the cave? 'Cause it kind of stops here. Stream is getting blurry. I show 0 dropped frames on my end, so I should be okay. I would chalk that one up to an internet issue. Yeah, there's a bunch of elusive items out there, but I have no idea how we grab them. I will admit, I am interested. Okay, looks cleaner now. Good. Don't really know where else we'd go from back here. Yeah, this is literally the only route we have going down here. And there really doesn't seem to be a way to step over there. Wonder if those are intentionally placed there as a red herring. Yeah, nothing. Wait. It's summer right now, which would mean that if there's any puddles, they're likely to be evaporated. So that would probably be a seasonal thing right there. Yeah, we have to come back here in the autumn or maybe the spring. So then... Might as well. We are going to be using it a lot. So, Liberty Garden. Kind of interested in what we have going on there, too. These, of course, are going to be the Black and White 2 exclusive regions. Really, I think Caleb's wanting to name whatever. Wait, why is there level 40 Sudowoodo up here? This is one of the earlier regions. Why do they have, just out of nowhere, a way stronger Pokemon? That might have... Oh, wait. Pokemon Outbreak at Route... Oh! That's what we got going on here. There's going to be a lot of Sudowoodo, which is pretty uncommon otherwise. Ah, might as well while we're here. Let's see, Aqua Jet should do a pretty hefty amount of damage, but shouldn't get a KO. I mean, I could name this one Domino. Would be an interesting name for Sudowoodo, but... Well, it does have kind of a few spots on its chest. Given that it is a hard surface with various circular patterns. Not a bad idea. There we go. Not a Region 5 Pokemon, but... the outbreaks are usually Pokemon that don't usually happen. To avoid being attacked, it does nothing but mimic a tree. It hates water and flees from rain. So, I'm pretty sure you get the joke there, the fact that it's called Sudowoodo. In other words, it's a big chunk of wood. You'd think it would be able to disguise as, say, a rock instead of a tree to be a lot less obvious. It's a cat disguised as wood. So, allegedly, there should be something if we surf further south from here. Or maybe there's an alternate route to get to Liberty Garden. Sudowoodo used to be much yellower, huh? I don't know. How's its Gen 2 sprite? See, that does kind of look like more modern art there. Oh, it's much browner. Well, its shiny forms do actually have a yellow tinge to them, funny enough. Oh yeah, and it definitely did have a, much brighter color palette. Yeah, in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald it was definitely a lot brighter. See, there's water there. I don't think we actually have a reason to be here at the complex anymore. What I want to see, though... those look like two entirely different surfaces of water. and there's no way off from here, so... how do we get there? We've already been to the ranch. We know about the complex. We just visited the Cave of Being, so allegedly there's some way to get to the Liberty Garden, right? Also, I have no idea about Anvil Town. That one's way out of the way. Yeah, how do we get there? Ah, it can only be reached from Castelia. Interesting. Kind of interesting that would be all the way from out here, but... huh. I wonder if this is actually an optional place that we've missed the entire time we've been playing. Unity Tower. Haven't heard of that either. And I'm guessing we're not boarding today. Or maybe ever, because we weren't given any other dialogue options. Yeah, that's the one heading straight to Burbank. We've already made that trip before. We don't need to go on a big round-robin trip around the entire region. And then this is the one that leads to the sewers, right? Well, it says there's 5 fingers, so maybe we didn't go far enough left. Right, I think we missed one. Ah, this would be the one. Your timing is perfect. The ship is about to leave. Please get aboard the ship and wait. So I wonder if this is a place we've always been able to go. Kind of a shame that I missed it. Somehow, coming here gives me power. 200 years ago, an ultra-rich family bought this island. They named it Liberty Garden. It's a place where Pokemon and people can live freely. Even though I read that backwards. Nowadays, there aren't as many tourists visiting here. It's boring. But if the alternative is guys like Team Plasma, I'm okay with being bored. Right, this entire place would be excluded from the main storyline, wouldn't it? Pokemon follow their trainers' orders without question. And yet, some people try to make Pokemon do bad things. I wonder how the Pokemon felt while it was in that room. It must have been lonely for a long time. The Victory Pokemon, Victini. They say it can give its trainer incredible power. I wonder who has access to that power now. This lighthouse shines with the light of freedom. Only authorized personnel may enter. I mean, if no one tries to stop me, then I gotta be authorized, right? How strange for there to be... I mean, it almost looks like there's little dollhouses and such in a toy box here. So, is this a child's room. That's weird. There's also the little staircase up over there, so I imagine there's gotta be a lot more going on here than meets the eye. Have you heard about this? A rich Pokemon was protecting a Pokemon a rich person was protecting a Pokemon from bad people here. Well, we can't surf off to the side, and I guess there isn't much to do here. Ah, wait. This is supposed to be the Victini event. Okay, so this is completely pointless unless I have Victini. Which, unfortunately, I lost my white cartridge, so no way for me to do anything with this. Unless I wanted to hack an event Victini in, possibly. Very well, in that case, I guess we'd be off to find, Yushi, Mesprit, and Azelf. I also want to see how we get to Anvil Town. That's way out of the way. Because we're kind of exploring every last nook and cranny that we have in this region. Ah, we can get there if we go through the Nimbasa Railroad. The subway. And while we're here, we can check to see if we have all the big battles going on. Ah, this was the one. Good night, Kayla. Thank you very much for your attendance. No cutscene or nothing. Oh, Pansage, where could you be? We went to the amusement park and saw a musical. But when we were going home, Pansage got on a different train. I wonder where it is now. Well, I sure hope that story has a happy conclusion, wherever it is. A beautiful tune is spreading throughout the town. Oh, are you also curious about that train? Alrighty, let me explain. This Super Double Train is a new mass-produced car. Such a streamlined and refined design, beauty and utility working together. That kind of utility. Wait, I miss the rest of... Aaron is here in spirit, even if he's not here right now. A lot of train cars have a rest here. The girl on the bridge. She's playing a lullaby for all the sleeping trains of this town. Kind of antiquated, isn't it? The railroad. You don't hear too much about them anymore, but they're still very, very big for getting a lot of stuff shipped in one place to another. Ooh, Galvantula. Isn't it amazing how, just by riding a train, you can see such a variety of scenery? Why do people love trains? Maybe it's the design, the way trains can run so fast and still be so comfortable. All the essential parts work together. Simple, but so beautiful. Oh, with a face like that, I'll bet you're a Pokemon trainer. I work as a depot agent on the Battle Subway. Have you tried challenging all the Battle Subway yet? It's a hotspot for those who want some serious battling action. But some people get too wrapped up in their battles, and there's no end to the lost and found items. That's right, nobody ever came to pick this up, so I'll give it to you. You know what would be interesting? No worries, no worries, just take it. It's better for a trainer to use it than for me to hold on to it. I'm sure the item is happier too. Imagine getting on a train to go to work at a rail yard. On the weekends, a lot of people come here to watch the trains. The weekend, so maybe it's worth visiting here on a Saturday. On the weekend, many Star Piece collectors gather here. They'll trade them for different items. One day, I'm going to take the subway bosses Ingo and Emmett down. Enville Town is packed on the weekends. Everyone sure loves trains. Alright, well, for all this talk about how much we're hyping up trains, I get a feeling we should go ahead and give the Battle Subway a formal visit. Especially since it was one of my favorite locations when I was playing Black and White 1. I will most certainly take that hydrate, Chris. However, this is our usual hour break time, and I happen to be out of drink. That is just ice left in there. So, we'll go ahead and take a break, and I will be right back with some lovely tea. And, of course, a formal welcome, Chris. I've been sitting here, listening to that theme song. I swear, I feel like that's, also I swear that's the same theme, that only now am I noticing it. I think that's the same theme music used for the, Battle Frontier in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Ah, what a classic. While we're here, let's go ahead and bring back our usual staples. Where's Sploof? There you are. And I'd like to try to see what sort of battles we could get into here. That kid kicked Ingo into a wormhole. You just knew it. I wonder how Emmett was with his brother not being around. And do they just never get the chance to return? It's a little depressing if you think about it. Let's see. I know you could use a lumberry in these situations. You could use... We will want a wide lens for the sake of making sure we never miss. A flame plate for you. Because we can't yet afford a life orb, but I wonder where we do that. There's gotta be a shop somewhere around in here. This is the platform for the train to Anvil Town. We got quite a different... Yeah. Multi. Super multi. Wi-Fi if we wanted to do this online. Single. Super single. Double. And super double. Welcome back, Sai. How you doing? I wonder if we can head straight into the super single circuit. Oh, not the double. I wanted the super singles. I also wonder if any of you are doing the item exchange. Right, this is the guy that does the, individual value judgments. I see. This Pokemon's potential is decent all around, so... The lowest bracket. Yeah, so Hydrotter pulled very, very weak stats. This Pokemon's potential is also in the low bracket, and apparently has a high stat and special attack. I wonder if any of you have, overwhelming superior potential. Oh wait, I didn't even see the initial judgment there. Wow, everyone's just decent all around. Do we have any absolute winners on our team? Above average overall? Very well done, Aaron. Sai has it correct. IVs are nature, EVs are nurture. Ah! Sif and Aaron were doing a lot of the work. So, the only real heuristic I can give to try to remember that are, EVs are effort values. So, effort would be nurture rather than nature. So I guess that's our, best measure there. Welcome to okay, the super single train is only for those of us who have beaten regular singles. So, why not? Let's head in and get a few special battles under our belt. Welcome to the Battle Subway. I will guide you to the single train here. let's give it a go. Well, James, given that they did have a Diamond and Pearl remake like 14 years after the originals, and given how much Pokemon loves to play into nostalgia, I have not a doubt in my mind that Black and White remakes are on their way. And I suppose I'm obligated to buy them, aren't I? I'm a hero. I refuse to lose. Well, most of the folks we fight here are gonna have, like, first evolution Pokemon. We're gonna have to grind through, yeah, a lot of this first. Oh, I genuinely think that, let's see, I think maybe... See, I can't tell at this point. I don't know if I liked, Sun and Moon more, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire more. Honestly, I had such a great time with, Sun and Moon. You know what, I'll say it. I will go on with saying that I feel like Sun and Moon might have been my second best experience. Or, no. See, it's hard to tell. It's very easy for me to remember Black and White as the absolute best one I played. But I can't remember if, No, I loved Diamond and Pearl too. Well, now you got me thinking on it too hard. Yeah, I loved Sun and Moon, but you know how I am with usually trying to make lists to rank and stuff like that. Now, between, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Sun and Moon, and, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, I know this would occupy 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, but I don't know in what order. Then shortly afterwards, it would be, Fire Red and Leaf Green, I believe. X and Y were okay. Pokemon game tier list win. I'd actually love to do that. I'd have to, plan out a lot of different things for stream like that first. The problem is you expect the remakes to be bad given how they handled the last one, so hopefully it's accompanied by a Legends game. Legends Unova would be very, very interesting. Worth a look. We'll have to see how it turns out. There's a lot of history with, Sinnoh. Given the fact that that was the entire series where they had all the, like, literally, Legends of Space and Time, and then Arceus being the actual creator of the universe. So, obviously, with something having that much deep mythology, they would have had to have, a lot of historical significance to the region. Sure, we have a lot of, ruins here in Unova, but... Ooh, wait. You know it would be interesting? If we had a Pokemon Legends Unova game, where we got to see what Kyurem was like when it was a whole Pokemon. And by that I mean Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram, when they were all one Pokemon. Hold on, that's actually... Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, reading about all the lore was really, really cool in Gen 4. How much time did I spend in Diamond? I can't remember. My most played was Black, and then Fire Red shortly behind. Both of those were just over 500 hours of play. Wow. To think there's so many games that I like even more than that I still haven't played nearly as long. Guess that just means I need to play another 600 hours of Dead Cells to get it to where it properly belongs in my tier list of games I love. Yeah, quite a few of my all-time favorites are still at like 300 hours and such. Cyrus definitely... Looking back, yeah, I think Cyrus did stand out the most to me as well. Maxie and Archie definitely had a lot of good personality, but I really think they handled the genuine threat that Cyrus, the genuine threat that Cyrus was, I feel was handled very, very well. Who knows, it might be just the fact that Diamond and Pearl were so long ago that I can't remember my ventures with them very well. What was my Diamond and Pearl team? I wonder if I still have those games around. See, I can very easily remember my black and white team because, well, this was the absolute peak for me. Yeah, the God Complex was so close to becoming realized. Funny enough, we had a very similar villain in Volo for Pokemon Legends. One who actually had Giratina. Well, Giratina, Giratina. I don't care which is canon. Giratina doesn't sound nearly as scary. Yeah, Stella, did you not play Diamond and Pearl? He was a very, very, very serious, kind of the cold, emotionless villain type, but played seriously and played as a legitimate threat. Understandable. Oh. I mean, fine enough. Still not enough for you, Arken. I guess we really don't have to worry about a lot of these. Shelmet might have Sturdy, I think. I can't remember if that was in the ability list here. Or Shelmet just has high enough defense that it's going to live regardless. Yeah, Cyrus was a very, very good villain. And that was definitely the game that had, like, the most essential threat. Cyrus was actually aspiring to use the Pokemon of time and space to rewrite reality. If you can believe it, Flowey. Well, in spite of Flowey's kind of absurd design, he did serve as a very well-written villain in Undertale. Yeah, this is mostly going to be a relaxed, clean sweep until we get to the Super Singles. I think he'd be a bit more respectable if he wasn't just a flower, of all things. So the general rule for the Battle Tower is you want something consistent. Which is why we have a wide lens on Seep here. That ensures Thunder has its perfect accuracy. Yeah, it did definitely work for Flowey's sort of trying to be harmless and present himself as a friend. But overall, I think it is kind of campy overall how he was depicted, especially getting to that first final boss battle when you don't have the true ending. I don't know, if something gets campy, it's a little harder for me to take it seriously. I will still respect it, I just can't take it quite as seriously. Like, with Metal Gear Rising being one of the favorite things that a lot of people quote. Sure, I love it to death, but... it still ends up being super campy at the end. Yeah, if he wasn't a flower, he could have gotten the souls easily, and humanity would have been doomed. I liked Undertale. It will be a long time before we play it on stream. One, because I have already played the game. And two, since that is such an immensely popular series, I do want to save it for when I have a much larger online presence. Congratulations! You successfully reached a 7-win streak. Since you've won 7 in a row, I present you with these battle points. Oh, we get a chance to just talk to folks out here. If you have won, the trip goes on, relying on Pokemon, this vagabond. For each 7-win streak, the trainers and Pokemon who challenge you become progressively tougher. Constant battles make me nervous. I'm taking a little rest here. I'm going to leave a rockin' record and turn into a big shot. Why not? Let's see if we can keep this train a-rollin'. Since I know we usually go through 21 battles, we'll give everyone a chance to get their little time to shine here. Yeah, Chapter 1 was okay. Chapter 2, though, was great. And not just because I'm a intellectual Spamton enjoyer. The Queen, the rest of the story. Like, Chapter 2 really grew the beard compared to Chapter 1. I know my roommate still hasn't played through Chapter 1, and honestly I can understand. Chapter 1 was kind of unremarkable, but 2 was wonderful. Wait, Avid, did you not know I was a Spamton enjoyer? You obviously haven't watched our Deltarune playthrough. Oh. I mean, sure. I'll gladly take the extra damage then. Yeah, how could you not enjoy Spamton? Handful of people plan to play it once all the chapters are out, but that won't be for a long while. That will probably be for like another 10 years or so. But my roommate is perfectly fine actually playing them all. He just, hasn't actually started to go through with it. So, you want to know why we use a Lumberry on Haxorus? It's so that once the pain train gets rolling, it doesn't stop. Honestly, I don't feel like there's gonna be any, like, really big reveal that's gonna matter more if you play it all at once. I think it's perfectly fine trying to go through with every episode of Deltarune. Spamton is a legend. I love him. He's just a little guy. I lost a lot of things because I love Pokemon too much. I do have tea. For tonight, I actually found the other spearmint and peppermint bags that we had lying around. See, I get them in boxes that have even amounts between them. And I thought I made miscalculation and only got an odd number, but I guess some of the bags just fell out. So, this would be the last of the peppermint tea, and almost the last of the spearmint. Yeah, that's exactly what I would call Chapter 1. Just a little romp. See how far you can get, Kayla. If Pokemon were real, oh, you bet I would absolutely be shilling out for all the merch. In fact, Pokemon merch is one of the few things I have merch of. I have, a few Pokemon plushies, and a couple of Toho-related trinkets. That would be it. Gah! Yeah, Pokemon I hold very, very close to my heart. I've got, a little, Nendoroid of a Toho character. And then, other than that, I have an Exu plushie, the shiny Mega Metagross plushie, and I think I did have a lot of other little Pokemon-related things. But, can't remember. I think a lot of them are in storage. Yeah, there's Toho Nendos. I can't remember if they were limited editions. Yeah, Chapter 1 really did feel like a demo. I've seen it, but I don't have the massive Rayquaza. I actually had one of their little, plastic Rayquaza toys, though. That was a fun one. There, now at +2 attack and +1 speed, there's nothing that should be able to live through Kayla. Aside from Skarmory. Yeah, Toho's secretly everywhere. You just haven't recognized it. And I will be delighted to educate you, Avid. You know, I am gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. I'm kind of running out of ideas for what I want to do with Pokemon Black and White here. So, I don't know. Maybe it would be nice to move on to, getting the Toho train rolling. The thing is, Avid, you will probably have to navigate several moon runes to get through it. Chances are you will have to buy it from a Japanese doujin site. You'll have to navigate a bunch of Japanese text to be able to purchase it, and then once you actually play it, it's probably not going to have an English translation. A Whimsicott plush would be incredibly fluffy. I'd play a lot more Toho fan games if it wasn't for the fact that, well, literally, for Puppet Dance Performance, I had to navigate moon runes. And I did that once. And it only worked because I had a guide to go along with it. So, if you were expecting me to figure that out, I probably would not be able to. Toho gameplay whenever, Usagi. I just really don't know where to fit it in, or what I want to start with. I don't know if I want to do the actual shooter games, or if I want to focus on some of the fan projects first. Though, the fan projects I do have that I love very dear, which would be Genso Wanderer and Puppet Dance Performance. Those two I'm really trying to save for when I have a much larger presence. Like in the thousands or so. Which really means I need to hit the grindstone, don't I? You know, I wouldn't mind playing Labyrinth, but I played Labyrinth and it kind of sucked. I mean, nice gimmick, of course, but I didn't really find much of a reason to go back to playing it. That's probably because of the weakness of the fact that I played it after I played Genso Wanderer, which was... well, that easily made my top 10 games I ever played ever. Posture checked, and muscles. Stretched. Wow, I'm really needing that today. Guess I haven't been moving around much. You know what? I'll try to see if I can force myself to exercise sometime this week. Give y'all a wonderful performance on one of these streams. You ate my lumberry! When does Haxorus learn Outrage, anyway? Oh wow, I don't have Cerebi pulled up anymore. Yeah, let me check that. Cause Kayla should learn Outrage at some point, and I feel like we might have skipped over it. Just because it is kind of harder to handle. Come on, I know you're here somewhere. There you are. Outrage is learned at level 66. Which I think we're actually just under. Hold on. We'll have to check that once we're off the battle subway here. So, Toho Labyrinth was another little turn-based, grid-based dungeon one. It's kind of like a roguelike. But the whole gimmick is you can bring like 8 Toho characters with you. And all of their AI just work on clearing out the floor. It's kind of steamrollingly easy. Genso Wanderer, however, gave you only 2 characters. And that one was definitely challenging on the difficulty. In fact, there was one part of the game I was held up on for like 2 weeks, because it takes so long to get through. But I think I did find the strat. And whenever we get to that playthrough, that is one of the sections we'll be doing last. Funny enough, we couldn't actually get through Boldor's defense just because we didn't get that attack drop. That Intimidate proved to be a pretty big problem. Go ahead and get the damage out there, we'll probably do just fine. At -3 speed, we might actually be slow. No. Scraggy's just that slow. You know what? I'll have to ask some friends around, but even then, I think I might just play the plain old, regular Toho. After all, I still have never beaten a Toho game. Although, I did only play like 4 hours of perfect cherry blossom. And that was it. That is one place I need to get my, my foot in the water, is into the Touhou fanbase. Then finally, everything will have collectively been brought together. Fighting games, roguelikes, and Touhou. Well, and Pokemon and Kirby and... But really, like, we played Luna Nights, but that isn't nearly enough of, getting in all the Touhou stuff I'd like. It's astonishing how much of our time is taken up by just our regular streams with, Guilty Gear and the game dev. There's a lot more I want to get going on, but it's kind of difficult fitting everything in. And a warm welcome to our sleepiest vampire. How you doing? You get an earthquake. Neon Pyre, of course. Oh yeah, in case there's anyone here who hasn't seen it yet. Ah, Kayla didn't see it. You know what? I'll save it. I might want to save it for next stream then, but just in case. Anyone who still hasn't seen it yet. We got a bit more fan art from James here. Which... I mean, I guess that is slowly manifesting something Rabbids related in the future. It's so goofy, I love it. James draws me with absolute Scrunklo energy. So what are you exhausted for? I'm guessing the lack of sleep yesterday. I am indeed very scrunklable. What just really brings me delight is the fact that I've designed a specific character, and a lot of people have reacted accordingly. I've had people ask about, not being sure if I'm a villain, or calling me adorable, or... You know, I should have that kind of scrunkly science boy energy. Which at least confirms that I can do character design correctly. Or, at the very least, at least act behind that performance. That does give me some positive aspirations, since I do plan on making fighting game characters in the future for said fighting game. The one that we've been developing. You're almost to the next level, but you know what? We kind of need that power now. Yeah, I'm with Stella on this one. I think the Xander Rabbit's kind of scary. Outrage? Hell yeah. Here we go. Now the strategy finally gets to be complete. Office and pumpkin carving. Wow. Hope everything turns out okay for you. We'll continue that challenge, but this time, Aaron gets his opportunity to shine at the front. Well, it is cute and but chaotic, but I still wouldn't call it scrunkly. It's kind of terrifying. I'm not loafing on the job, I'm on patrol. Yeah, sure. But socially, you're exhausted. I'd say it's more like they're just sizing each other up. Got the whole, confusion as to why there's two of them. Yeah, social hibernation time. Gotta get that parasocial relationship where you can respond freely and still feel like you're part of a valuable social interaction, but there's no obligation on your part. Also a good reason we put so many extra points in the superpower. was for all of this. You know, I can see why streaming is so popular. Because for a lot of introverts, you can feel like you're part of a conversation or party or something like that. You can stave off the loneliness, per se. But because of the parasocial nature of it, you're not obligated to respond. You can feel like you're part of a social interaction without being perceived. Oh, she's weird. I've been waiting for someone like you for a long, long time, whatever that means. And with a weird name like Scampy. Ah, the curse of being an introvert. It's kind of weird simultaneously not wanting to be perceived and not wanting to be alone simultaneously. It's torture. But I'm certain all of you in the chat are also introverts that would understand that. Oh wait, you're a water type. And a flying type, so actually, you resist all of my main attacking types. Nonetheless, Aaron will still get through very easily. As long as you have the patience, vampire. In fact, and I'll spill the beans, I was trying to, teach Avid how to play fighting games yesterday, off stream. And they had trouble getting it. But I'm still willing to be patient. Especially because anything to get people playing fighting games is something I aspire to. I can tell when someone wants to learn. And that's when I wouldn't give up. Which is probably why I'd fare a lot better as a tutor specifically rather than just a teacher. Maybe I didn't need the superpower. The attack drop hurts us for the next few matches. Yeah, you we can handle with an earthquake. The game dev streams are very interesting. And it doesn't have to be you being good at them. You can enjoy fighting games while sucking. Inviting a lot more sus individuals with tutor than teacher. You're right, thank you for correcting that issue, Stella. No tutoring it is. I will exclusively only teach when surrounded by multiple people. It's just, well, you see, we're kind of on two ends of a spectrum here. You could either be a tutor and tutor only specifically the people who... want to learn. Or I could cast an incredibly wide net as a college professor in front of like 300 kids. And that way, at least there's a few people that will properly respond and listen. For James and Sai, you're only going to get that if you happen to be of a specific subset of an audience that my personality type attracts. What have I gotten myself into? Stella is always sus. Why the heck would someone roll into my chat and immediately start being so abrasive? And then just decide to be polite? Excuse you, Stella. I watched Hey Arnold. I know exactly what a tsundere looks and sounds like. Indeed, Stella is very much a problem child. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. See, that's where Life Orb would have won us that battle. Ah, got DMs for more strive. A quick claw. Really? And it's because of stuff like that that you have to have a consistent strategy to win. Because occasionally the AI will outright cheat. Oh gee there. I forget what that one meant. No, not really. I think that would be you projecting, Vampire. Masculine equivalent of a Himete. Ah. I'm not much of one for princes and kings. Me, yeah, I would definitely be a tsundere. Sensitivity is important for battles, he says. Yeah, that would be my guess. See, even the Heatmore is groaning at you. No, not you calling me a tsundere. Just drop the conversation, Xander. Just drop it. Drop it. Why does everything have to be Darius? Because unfortunately, there's a few horny mofos in my chat. And that's entirely what they focus on. I am very much broken. Congratulations, you broke your Xander. Huh. You know, that actually makes superpower even worse for me. But I still think we can win this one. Ah, right, James. You've been promoted to honorary hammer position. Although you are a moderator on the channel, so... Already you're in the position to drop the hammer on people who need it. My hypersensitive energy, he says. We're almost there. Once we get to 7, I can't remember if we fight just a regular trainer or if it's actually one of the subway bosses once we get there. Welcome to the class, Stella. Sit down, take out your pencil and notebook, and shut up. Oh, wait, that's gonna kill him. Or that Cincino does not have skill link for some reason. Which I thought was that Pokemon's entire gimmick. That's weird. Thank you very much for the extra sub. Oh, wait. I read Simi Sage, but my brain said Simi Seer and I autopiloted that. It's okay, it looks like we didn't actually hit anyway. Well, it's not entirely just the computer Sai. See, the Pokemon that you find here in the Battle Subway are actually pre-built with certain specific gimmicky sets and such. So, those are actually crafted by people. The Pokemon you find here are not randomly generated, they're crafted by people with specific sets and so on. Is that really so much of an issue? Now, if the computer uses the wrong move, of course, that would be on the computer, but all the Pokemon on these teams, they're entirely made by humans. They're not optimal, but they do play specifically into their gimmicks. Ah, here we go. Thank you for riding the Battle Subway today. I am the Subway boss Ingo. I will choose the next destination based on your talent. Do you understand Pokemon well? Can you hold on to your principle? Will you go on to victory or defeat? All aboard? Funny enough, that rock bug typing means Crustle is entirely neutral to every single attack we'd land. It's rock and bug, I believe. So that means literally our best option is going for maximum power. It's ya boy Ingo. That's gonna hurt. Now y'all get to see the strategy. Oh, well, stone miss. Alright, I'll take it. It is literally supposed to be a crab carrying like a few layers of soil. That's the entire Pokemon gimmick. Yeah, there's no way that wouldn't be a KO. Oh, wait, you're also weak to ground. But, you know, I want to do the funny dragon move. Just for the visual flair, of course. Now that Kayla has Outrage, Kayla's probably going to be the backbone of this team. Indeed, we will go full speed ahead. Thank you, Ingo. You have a 7-win streak and brilliantly beat the Subway boss. To commemorate this, I present you with these battle points. More than the usual. And Xander, now you have earned the right to challenge the Super Single Train. So yeah, we'll only be going back, and from here on out, it's Super Singles. So, Sai, the Pokemon sets are not, like, actually competitive, but if it's a Pokemon that learns, like, a multi-hitting move, and gets an ability that guarantees multi-hit moves always hit 5 times, they usually have a set built around that. Or, they'll have a Pokemon built around using Rest and Sleep Talk, stuff like that. The moves and abilities are not randomly selected. And in fact, every trainer you come across will actually have a very specific set of Pokemon they pull from. It's actually a lot more determinate than you'd think. Well, that would be unlocking the super singles that we can head back to in the future. But right now, I kind of want to see what else was going on at the PWT. Which we get to from the next city over, and you know what? I think it would be just fine taking a little cruise straight there. Ah, we still have the outbreak at Route 20. So that would be more Sudowoodo. Yeah, we just got the bridge to get across here. You know, and I genuinely think that would have taken us roughly the same amount of time as getting a Pokemon out of the box, flying here, and then going on. So what do we got in here? We're not gonna check this out for too long. We did start late, so I do want to get us a little bit of time in here since we have not quite reached our 2-hour time. Welcome to the Pokemon World Tournament. Will you participate? Actually, I would like more info. Oh! Triple and rotation actually give us even more points. Oh, wait, this one's different. Hold on, I know how we can put a pretty good cap on this. Make sure everyone has the items they need. Which would be not the lucky egg. There should be a correct splash plate. No Chesto Berry. So you actually get the leftovers. Let's see, what would be our best team to start with? I do kind of want to have Usagi in the middle. Hydrautor, however, can be kind of a problem with Surf, potentially. Let's see. Ice weakness. We need someone that can beat Ice and Fighting. Ah, you know what? We'll have very, very good starting momentum if Seif goes out first. That way we can Volt Switch into a necessary different Pokemon. I miss triple battles. Why did they take them out? You would really like to see what Game Freak could do if they weren't constantly rushing things. Yep, that's how stuff's going to be these days. Game development has gotten far more expensive, and therefore a lot of people have actually made it a lot harder to get along. So here we are, first up against Marlon, and presumably a lot of water types. Sun shines on this man of the sea. Marlon, take everything that comes. the first round, Marlon versus Xander. You look strong, shoots. Let's start. I have a feeling this is the bracket that we only unlock after we beat the Elite Four, since after all, there's all the gym leaders here. He comes swoosing right back in. Let's see here. We can immediately thunder that Whale Lord. Alamola will not have much of an offensive presence. Kayla, you go ahead and Dragon Dance. Usagi will get in a good Ara Ara on Jellicent there to make sure that he has a much lower chance of doing anything to contribute. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. And that would actually be why we'd want to disable Jellicent from doing anything. I miss triple battles too. They took them out after Gen 6, I believe. I don't even know if they made it back into Gen 7. Rotation battles were okay, but they were pretty exploitable. Energy Ball will actually do more damage to Caracosta because... let's see. These are all bulky Pokemon, so... go ahead and see if you can hit Return on Caracosta just to get that last bit of chip damage. And you, go ahead and Outrage. It appears in the Generation 5 and 6 games. Which means it didn't actually come back in Sun and Moon. Yeah, sturdy there. Ah, phooey. One Pokemon versus a double team. I think there are actually, I think there are a few Pokemon challenges like that. But yeah, if you have two Pokemon, you're forced to use two of them. Go ahead and Toxic Jellicent, because you've lasted here way too long. And since that means that Jellicent's KO'd, that's gonna go to Alamola instead. Alamomola. I've never actually had to pronounce that name out loud. Yeah, not gonna be too much more of an issue here. Go ahead and Thunder there. You return here. And Kayla will continue doing what she does best. You know, I've heard about Monster Sanctuary. I do aspire to play it sometime. Isn't it still in development, though? Oh, it is complete. Hold on. Am I thinking of the wrong game? I was thinking of a completely different game. This does look right up my alley. I will have to give that a little bit of a play offline. And that will probably get me a good perspective on if I want to keep going on with it. Oh wow, how's Temtem doing? Mostly positive reviews. So it's doing okay. Yeah, we still have quite a few negative reviews on here. The winner of the first round is Xander. You don't just look strong. Oh wait, that's right. We did a whole bit with him. You don't just look strong. You're strong for reals. Yeah, I was swept away too. Totally gnarly, dude. Really? The dragon beat the ice-type guy. So we're up versus Poison now. Pretty easy to fight. What sort of language are you attempting to speak there, vampire? I'm finding myself deeply confused by your choice of words. I have no idea what an Abdenkak is. Is that one of the, new Pokemon they revealed from Scarlet and Violet? Use this item that way. Are you letting others decide that for you? Well, whatever. But what's important is figuring out what you want to do. Get ready, cause I'm gonna knock the common sense out of you and drag you into a brand new world. Ah, right, the key mash. I thought that wasn't the language of the queers, though. It was the language of the bottoms. Given how many VTubers I see doing that. Explain that response to me. Why the heck would someone respond with a complete garbled mess of letters? Let's see, no immediate super effective hits. So, you swap out. And you set up. Look, vampire, I exist in the online VTuber space. I am surrounded by a lot of people with a lot of very specific, easy to identify behaviors. I know what it looks like. I've been exposed to it time and time again. You can't believe the pretty science twink wants to call you a bottom. I mean, what were you implying with that? You wish to have evil teams throw a full team against you. You wish to face cheaters that break the rules. Why can't you run from trainer battles? Indeed, I actually do have quite a bit of disapproval for a lot of the extremely arbitrary rules that these games assign. Usagi can probably tank this responsibly. Go ahead and outrage for me, Kayla. Since no matter who it hits, it will hurt. That's probably one Scolipede down. But you key mashed vampire. That's the biggest flag you could throw out there. The most obvious indicator. See, I don't know. That's why I was asking you, vampire. Oh, I get it. Your switch set leans 75% towards bottom. Didn't have to call you out there. I know what it looks like, vampire. I'm a scientist. Do you think you can lie to a scientist? We are not going to switch because that does require, or that will give poison spread around a lot more frequently. We're going to try to hold Pokemon in here as long as we can. Outrage goes out. Garbodor goes down. You can try your best. I'm just saying, I've been around a lot of VTubing peers, so I have observed the patterns of behavior and I know how to identify them. Okay, I think I might actually cry over that. Usagi! You actually counter the poison spike strategy! Look at that! No, I'm not, vampire. Absolutely am not. And there what is, Stella? You know, vampire, you, specifically you, and Avid, who I'm also going to call out here, the two of you are incredibly lucky that I've opted to brand into a sort of mostly say so, but occasionally swearing branding. If I were trying to be horny, both of you would be absolutely destroyed. You have my promise there. See, I know exactly what people who are looking for my type are into. And I know exactly what buttons to push. But I won't, because I don't want to be perceived like that. Yeah, imagine Cave, but with a bit less weirdo going on. Because I'll admit, there's quite a few times Cave's kind of weirded me out. Cave, but with an actual history of acting. And no ADHD, which would enable me to focus entirely on harassing someone in particular. James, I would say, Vampire needs to be bonked. Vampire's currently the one most down bad. Actually, should I just call you Coral? It's what a lot of friends are currently, it's what a lot of your other friends are calling you. You didn't win. I lost. I was weak and made my Pokemon feel how much losing stinks. Watch out, next time we meet, I'm going to give you a Toxic Shock. Well, Venoshock would definitely work alongside the, Toxic Spite strategy there. Not a bad idea. Ah, Dragon versus Dragon. See what we got here. Yeah, I don't know why you never corrected me either. I'll call you Coral. Noted. And I'll try to commit to that. Xander Turing, center stage. The Spartan Mayor, Drayden, stalwart and strong. Rock and roll. What I want is to find a young trainer who can show me a bright future. Let's battle with everything we have, your skill, my experience, and the love we've raised our Pokemon with. Love him. Love that you can't even see his, most of his face behind that beard. Ah, yes, give him a good stroke. We'll have to think about this one. We'll start with a Bug Buzz on Drudigan. Emergency Attract on Haxorus in case we do not end up swinging first. Outrage, no matter who it hits, it KOs. We do not have time to set up. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. Goodbye, Kayla. Go ahead and disable Haxorus from setting up there. And Usagi, if you would. Beautifully handled. Didn't come up with that name. Your old D&D character married into that name, and now you have Coral and their twin. Another Bug Buzz should do just fine. Go ahead and hit Toxic on that Altaria, because Altaria has the least offensive presence of all of our enemies here. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Oh, speed. Never mind. Hydrotter should live. That should be a K. Oh, almost a KO. Oh, never mind. We don't really have to worry about Haxorus too much anymore. For emergency's sake, I think I still do want to KO that. Bug Buzz the Drudigan, get you out of here. You can return on Haxorus. I'm gonna take the gamble, because we very much would be well off with Ice Beam on Altaria here. I will take that stretch. Welcome, 3PO. Oh dear. Well, there goes Samurott. I took that risk and we missed it. That's not gonna hurt much coming from Altaria. Sloof should still be able to get a Giga Drain off on Haxorus. That should be good enough. Wow, we're gonna need a lot more ice damage. Giga Drain should do just barely the damage we need on Haxorus. Anything to prevent you from having a turn. Paralyzed, please. Thank you. I'll take it. Not gonna hurt Sploof too much. That's going to be a problem. Leech Seed on a Hydreigon. Get a little bit more health in here. Really? On Sploof? And that still might not land the KO we need. Okay, it did. That's gonna do no damage. Dragon and ground. So our best chance here is still superpower, as bizarre as that is. Wait, that can hit the other side. Well, that's a loss. Only hope we have left is, like, resting, maybe, but there's no way that's going to work. We still might be able to get a KO on Altaria, of all things. Yeah, no, we lose. I know your ability is greater than that. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Our team is very, very slow. And I think that's really what holds us back so much. We will definitely be back here sometime in the future. Wonder what improvements we could make to our team. A consolation prize, huh? They really want to rub it in. A few clutch uses of healer in there. I wonder what other teams we could construct to bring in there. We do, of course, have the Three Musketeers as options now. And, well, you do see how many holes we have on our team of 5 monotypes, and then just Galvantula. We have very little in the way of resistances or types we can hit super effectively. I'll have to ponder about that one. But it's nice to see we still have quite a few challenges around here. You didn't entirely miss live. Well, actually, you did, Aaron. Because we were just ending. So, we did start a little bit late, but I did want to continue it on for at least the usual 2.5 hours. Gotta get in that hydrate, you know, just for you, Aaron. I'm almost out of tea. I'll actually make a little, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right. Hello, and welcome to Xander Downs an Entire Glass of Tea ASMR. Though I will not be doing it that close to the mic. Ahem. To make up for all that Aaron has missed this stream, so we begin. Ooh, still warm. Maybe a bit too warm. You know what? I'll just make you a promise that I'll get through the whole glass in the next hour. Anywho, so gonna go ahead and save my game here. As for the schedule this week, I already think we might have another full one ahead of us. So, tomorrow I'm thinking MechWarrior Online. Then Hades on Wednesday as usual, just so that I can have, see, Wednesday or Thursday, I'll have to think, but, one of them's gonna be Dead Cells, one of them's gonna be Hades. And then, that tea hurts. And then, funny enough, we actually have another Guilty Gear Exard tournament this Friday. So this Friday is going to be the same as the last one has been. And then Saturday is our usual game dev stream. Now, I have to get some very, very good rest because in about 12 hours, Usagi is going to be doing an Otome game stream. Of course, I will go ahead and shill him as usual because he is such a wonderful bunny boy. If you do want to get into some, well, look, I know that half of my audience, and I know quite a few of you would be fond of Otome games, so he'll be streaming that tomorrow morning. Regardless, until I see y'all tomorrow for some MechWarrior Online action, class is dismissed, and I thank you all dearly for your attendance. Just in case, though, if any of y'all were looking for some good Twitch stream goodness, let's see just which of the peers are streaming. Oh, well, this is the most obvious answer here. Go ahead and what would we call it for this time? Let's see. We had Kirim caught. We went on a few battles. You know what? I don't even know if Leviathan is in on the loop. Go ahead and give her a Sean raid. But she is also playing equally comfy games. And I better see each and every one of you follow her immediately. Because Leviathan here, and I'm going to speak very loudly into the mic here. Very close. Leviathan here is my absolute best friend in the world. And those of you that I haven't seen already follow her, better follow her immediately once the raid begins. Because she has incredibly comfy vibes and is an absolutely wonderful person. So, I'll see you all tomorrow. Got another dense week ahead of us. Oh, and Stella, you will change your mind. I'll make you.